Okay, so anyways, I ran out of space on my recording time. I don't know, my tablet just kind of shut down what I was saying. So, um, I think I was talking about the four potential timelines and consciously wanting things to get better, consciously wanting more love in the world, consciously wanting something to change. And I just think that we need to put more focus into that. Hopefully, I've talked to you, about this, the blockages to love, and hopefully I've explained things in a way that you guys will understand. And hopefully it hasn't depressed you. It's just more enlightened you or educated you a little bit about how things kind of are. I see them being, this is how I feel like it really is. I've talked to so many people. This is my understanding of it, how I think it is. Now, it could be different. Like, things could be set up differently than this. This could only, in some way, this is just a little part of it, okay? There's more. There's much, 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 much more to the universe than just this. But for those people who are really wanting more love in their life, wanting better relationships, wanting to understand maybe why they're not having healthy relationships, or why they're not meeting people, or why it's not happening for them, or why there's cycles and patterns in their relationships, this might have helped you some, and I'm really hoping that it has. Do I think that it is possible that we can be aware that this is the game and still have love in our lives? Yes. Do I think that we can overcome these obstacles? Very much so. Do I think that we need to be conscious about not allowing the BS? Yeah, we need to say, you know what, that's not for me. That's a karmic relationship. That's not what I want. And stick to it. It's hard to do it. And in some way, things are going to go the way that they're going to go anyways. But we do have choices. There's potential futures. I don't think that it's completely up to fate. I don't feel like it's completely up to the negative energy. That's all I want to say. I feel like there's negative energy out there that has set this up, has set us up. Are we set up for success in the way in the universe right now for love? No. Not even a little bit. Can we overcome the negativity? Yeah. To me, it's more like right now, we're at like 90-10. Instead of being at 50-50 balance, like, okay, love, hate, we're at like 90, 10, 90 hate, and 10 love. That's the focus anyways. I'm not saying that like the entire universe is totally gone to shit. No. It's just that our focus is not on love. Our focus is on all these other things, all these things that block us, all these things that don't allow us to have love. And because of that disbalance, it makes it really hard to have a long-term healthy relationship, mainly because we are believing that that's what we are here to have. We're here to have the simple things, okay, and enjoy the simple things, and that does include a relationship. But it's not set up where the universe is supporting that, because the planets are not set up to support that. These planets are set up to have this obstacle course happen so that we in some way do appreciate relationships that do come into our lives that are positive, but also because it's just not set up that way. So I hate to say that, but it's not set up that way. I talked about this in my Lightworker Symposium video that I had a bunch of other psychics on. And in that video, I basically had said that that there were negative entities. And I do feel there are negative entities that are in control. And it's unfortunate because if that wasn't the case, then I think that more love would be possible, but there's a lot of blockages to that. And it's, it's not like there's no chance that we could shift things to be better. It's just hard, and we have to be aware that there's these challenges. And once we are aware that there's these challenges, then we can do something about it. And the topic of twin flames is something for a whole nother time. So I know a lot of people probably want to ask about twin flames. The thing that I want to talk about really quickly before I end this video is that I do think when it comes to twin flames, people treat the idea about twin flames like it's their happily ever after. And I'm not saying it can't be, but I'm saying that it's not set up that way. The game is not set up that way. I'm not saying that there's no happily ever after. Some people, they reach their happily ever after. But in order to get what you want, you have to match the vibration of that which you want. In order to do that, you have to overcome these obstacles. And so the universe continues to send obstacle after obstacle into our lives, because it's sort of like it knows that if we learn that we can match the vibration and we let go of this crap that we're dealing with, if we learned how to match the vibration of that which we want, we would all manifest a completely different universe. I learned about matching vibration on the day that I got the job that I have right now. That day, I actually did a post on my Instagram. That day, I had washed my face with baking soda, and my skin was really clear, and I felt really confident and really happy. And for some reason, I wasn't worried. I went into the interview not worried. I went into the interview not really concerned one way or the other if I was going to get it or not. And by being happy and just sort of going with that flow in the moment, being excited to be there and just enjoying having that morning and just the drive and going and having that opportunity, I matched the vibration of the job that I had wanted for so long. And I didn't realize that that's how easy it really is. And people do not understand. They're like, but what about all this stuff? What about all these bills? And what about this stuff? And it's just, you got to let that go. You have to find something to help you, A, clear your energy. And I use salt. I do recommend salt. And B, find a way to let go of that stuff, whether it's figurative, whether it's metaphorical, whatever it is, okay? Let go of the stuff. Let go of the issues with the money. Let go. You have to match. Your energy has to match what you want. If you're wanting a loving, happy relationship, essentially, you have to find a way to be happy yourself. And match what you want, that happiness, that state of love, that state of peace. But if you're going to stay in the state of abandonment and fear that you're never going to have it, essentially you're blocking yourself. I feel like there's a lot of people who are going to ask me a lot of questions here. And you're more welcome to write in the comments. I may or may not be able to respond to them. I don't feel that it is hopeless. Okay, I don't feel like our future is hopeless. I just think that the way we're going, a lot of people are going to die, and a lot of people are going to experience more pain than is necessary. And I feel like the reason that is because we become the way we've become, and we've chosen to become it. Now, I don't entirely believe that all of this is our choosing consciously. Okay, I feel like consciously we are like, okay, we're ready for change. We want to have more love. We want to have relationships. We want to have a better planet. Okay, that's consciously. Somewhere unconsciously, though, there's this other stuff other stuff that's unresolved, other stuff that the universe, quote unquote, can hold us accountable for. There's this karmic stuff that we are held accountable for. And stuff that we signed up to experience. So I think love is a lot more complicated than what people think it is. And my last thing that I want to say is that it's important to, it's funny, I'm going to use this quote from a friend of mine. I got really depressed. This was like a couple years, well, it's 2016, it might have been 2015. I got really depressed because I was at a point where I didn't think that I was ever going to have love. And this is hopefully not going to make me emotional. Hopefully I'm not going to cry. I feel like coming a little bit. And I was really, really depressed. And I sort of made this agreement with myself that I wasn't going to continue my life without a relationship. And because I didn't see the point anymore. And I had this long talk with this friend. And he said to me, and this was like, obviously I'm still alive and I'm still okay and I'm still, functioning and all that stuff. And I have a completely different perspective than I did before. But he told me, he's like, Beth, he's like, there's a chance that you could get into a relationship and have children. But if you're not here, there is no chance. And it really stuck with me. And hopefully it's going to stick with you too. Hopefully you'll think to yourself that you have to give yourself a chance. Hopefully you'll think to yourself that it's better to take the chance that in the future that it could happen than get stuck in that place of worry or just anger that it's not happening. And in your time when you're by yourself, do as much self-reflection as you can, take care of yourself as much as possible, and try to stay in a positive place about relationships. That's all that I guess I want to say. So thank you guys so much. If you want to reach out to me for a private reading, you can do so. My email is elizabetholson31@gmail.com. I do have a website, oracledaphne.com. All that stuff's going to be in the links below. So wish you guys the best, and I will talk to you guys again soon. All right, take care. Bye.